Oh, we're on. We got another one. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are out here in a completely different spot. I'm just hopped this fence and I'm getting ready to fish this spot. I'm quite far away from where I normally fish, so it's been quite a hike in like 92-degree weather, so it hasn't really been fun and I forgot water. But we're still gonna get on this spot because I heard from someone that it's super clear, like almost creek water, so hopefully we catch a lot of bass. Oh, big hit, big hit. Nice largemouth, hit it right at the shore. Look at that, first fish of the day right at the shore in this super clear water. He hit the watermelon red flake worm about 2 minutes in. Man, it feels good to get back on the largemouth bite. I've been on peacock for so long. That's a little dink, but still a fun fish. And he hit it right at the shore on my 10-pound mono watermelon red flake worm. Well, we just hooked up on our first fish of the day on the watermelon red flake zoom worm, and it's in 92-degree weather, so it's quite a surprise. But that just goes to show you can catch largemouth even in the heat as long as you know what you're doing. Oh my god, big bass. Oh, that was crazy. He just hit right there. What the heck? That was insane. That actually was so... Oh, we're 1 for 3. I mean, that was insane. Hey, I saw him fall it, but I didn't think he'd fall it that far. There's definitely some fish here, and they're hungry for the watermelon red flake. We're on. Oh, tiny bass. Let's go. Another bass on the watermelon red flake. Man, it feels good to be out here catching largemouth because I've been catching peacock for way too long. Nice small bass on the watermelon red flake in super clear water. Feels good to be back on the largemouth bite. What's fun about this is exactly how I started fishing. A 1/4 ounce bullet weight. This is not my first ever rod. This is my first ever rod I bought with my own money. Like a $100 ultralight combo I picked up at Dick's Sporting Goods. No name brand or anything. I started on a watermelon red flake worm exactly like this. During rainy conditions, I would use a red flake worm, like red and black. And I fished with nothing but worms, like soft plastics, for about 2 months. And then I discovered other baits, obviously, because I was a beginner. So I've been fishing for about 2 years now. And we got another fish. Another bass right at the edge. I've been fishing like this for I've been fishing in general for 2 years. This is how I first started out. I started out, I think my first day ever bass fishing was, I moved into a new house on July 5th and I started fishing because I moved in on a lake. And I've been fishing ever since, but I didn't get super into it until about 6 months after I started, when I realized how fun really fishing could be. I actually didn't catch my first peacock, believe it or not, until a year into fishing. So this is how I started, and it's good to be back out here doing the exact same thing I started with. So there we go, third bass of the day. Skinny bass, but it's just fun to catch them in this super clear spot. We don't really get water like this here in Central Florida. I've been chasing down peacocks for about a month and a half now. Of course, I've caught peacock in the past. It took me about like I said, 1 year to catch my first peacock because I never hunted them, because I live pretty far north from where they're normally found. You have to really look for them here. They're really sparse, but once I found my spot, of course, I've been catching them. But the thing with that is we got another one. My largemouth bite has been really inconsistent just because it's been so hot out and my spots haven't been working. I come here off a tip from a friend, try a new spot, and it just produces. Luckily, this is my 4th fish, but it's definitely interesting switching from peacock to largemouth just because the fight is so different. Like, number one, most peacock are small, but they're like a little bigger than this. Like, this is pretty small, but they are not as aggressive. Like, peacock bass, you could really only catch them on lures as opposed to soft plastics unless you pitch it in their bed. And it's just really hit or miss. Like, peacock bass fight so hard. Once you hook them, they go crazy. They jump. Largemouth, like small largemouth like these, I could get them in really quick. I'm really looking for that big largemouth bite. Here we go. Another tiny largemouth. Lands it right in that corner. Look at how tiny this guy is. Wow. I just had a feeling like these corners, man, are really producing. Tiny guys, but still fun to catch. I think the big ones might be out in the middle, but I have an ultralight rod and it can't really cast that far, unfortunately. But I'm hoping one of them might, like, if I cast as far as I can, they might follow it to the short and win it. I just saw that corner and saw like a splash, so caught the little guy, but I'm looking for the big one. Well, we're leaving this spot. This spot has been really kind to me, though. I couldn't catch anything on the crankbait, but there's this other lake. Oh, we got one. We got one. I told you there was a fish on that bed. We got him with the crankbait. Let's go. Look at that. That's probably one of the biggest bass of the day. Quite sadly. I mean, we haven't been catching big ones, but we've had some good consistency. Well, this is the first fish in the new spot. Super blue water. Oh, we're on. Oh my god, tiny bass, smallest bass of the day. I couldn't even feel him. I like set the hook like 3 separate times, like teeny hook sets. Look at that. small bass. Look at that. Teeny. That is cool, man. I have not caught a bass that small in a while. There we go. Tiny bass. Bit the ribbon tail worm. Let's go. Finally, we got a fish at the end of the lake. This is probably the second smallest of the day, but it doesn't matter. Teeny, but still a fun catch. See you later, buddy. Oh. Oh my god, look at this little tiny guy fight in the grass. But we got him, dude. This is, he just popped off my hook too. This is the spot for teeny bass. Oh my god, another little baby. Look at this guy. Super teeny, but super fun. I really want a big one though, I'm not gonna lie. We're catching so many dinks today, but it's nice to finally get back on the largemouth bite. So I will happily take it. Any fish I could get, I'm fine with it. Well, I think it's time to pack up my bags because as much as I'd like to stay, and I know there is multiple lakes in this spot or ponds, I cannot chance it with lightning again. I had a really close encounter. Oh my god. Like typically I'll fish during thunderstorms like this, especially a light one, but you could hear that thunder, and like normally I'm not afraid of that since it's so far away, but I had a really close encounter when I was fishing for peacock the other day. So much so I saw the bolt of lightning, and it hit so close it made my GoPro like lag a couple minutes of footage. Not a couple minutes, a couple seconds. So I'm gonna get out of here. Well guys, even though we didn't exactly get the big bass we wanted, just this bunch of small ones, we still caught a bunch of bass, especially for 92-degree weather. It felt so good to go out there and catch largemouth after catching peacock for so long. It was a nice change of pace. But definitely expect a part 2, guys. I'm gonna go back there multiple times actually. That was such a good spot, especially for summer. You could hear the lightning. I had to go back inside after that close encounter. I don't want to risk it anymore. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. We are definitely gonna go out there and catch more largemouth. Hopefully a big one next time we go out there.